Why so serious? Welcome to bonus level number 2. This is all around gamifying your habits. The reason this is here is to help you keep the fun and the joy in building, maintaining, and succeeding at your habit maintenance and long-term success. I've put this here because sometimes when it comes to self-development, people can get too focused on it, which sucks all the joy out of it, and it makes it much more of a grind and a drag to get through. So, gamification is important for many different reasons, but the one that I think is most important in this case is the fact it allows us to take some of the pressure off and lower some of the stakes. Let me explain. When you think about everything in the context of a game, it's not about winning or losing, it's about problem solving and figuring out how to get better next time. When it's in the context of, oh my God, this is my life we're dealing with, that sense of failure hits us in our hearts a little bit harder. So by keeping it in a game, then we can allow ourselves a lot more fluidity, a lot more freedom of thinking to find better ways to tackle some reoccurring issues. There are 4 games that I have found to be very successful with my private clients, and I'm going to teach them to you in this module. We're going to be looking at different point systems, streaks, how to level up, and more importantly, how to role play. Creating your score system, that is always a fun one. And the place that does this really, really well is if you can remember the old arcades of the day where you go on the machine, and when you hit certain targets or you reach certain levels, the machine will print out certain amount of tickets. With those tickets, you can then take it to the concession stand and get swap it for a toy or a prize of your choice. This is something you can do. You can take your daily habits and you can rank them in a way of point system. And I would always suggest saying the ones that you feel are most important, you give a higher point system just to give you that extra kick of motivation. So for example, let's say exercising is 10 points, eating your daily protein allowance is 15 points, because nutrition tends to be challenging or more challenging for some people. And then at the end of the week, you can have prizes set at different stages to allow you to trade those points in for an activity or a treat for yourself that you can go and indulge and enjoy on. That way you can really earn your rewards. Building the habit streaks. Jerry Seinfeld was probably one of the best people for this. When it came to writing his jokes, his goal was to write a joke every single day. And that became a goal of never breaking the streak. He would have this big calendar on his wall, a big yearly calendar, and he would put a big red cross every day he managed to sit down and write a joke. Then when he came to look at that calendar, it became more important about not breaking that streak. The key here, though, is that notice how I've said it doesn't matter like if the joke was a knockout or anything. Most of the time he said they were crap and they went straight in the bin. The main thing is the actual practice of sitting down and writing that joke. You can also see other brands using this to help you build the habit with coming to them in the form of loyalty cards. This is also how you can set up reward and milestones to keep you motivated to work towards something that is very important to you and to give yourself that future sight. You can join or create your own habit challenges. There are many different challenges around that you can do and ways to push yourself. And if there isn't anything that takes your fancy in particular, it's all too easy these days to actually begin creating your own. It gives you a chance to engage with other people that are like-minded, and it can have that nice bit of competition to inspire you to push yourself forward. These are also awesome ways to stay accountable. And if you wanted to get any further information on this, you can reach out and talk to me about the challenges that I've got regularly going in the Pioneers of Personal Progress. The role-playing character. This is a real fun one. But this works mainly more for like nerd people who consider themselves more like nerds like I do. So I'll give you an example. One of my clients is an absolute Batman fanatic, and he found it really difficult to stick to his exercise habits. And I was just thinking, okay, fine, let's start building some really challenging habits that link in with his love of Batman. And we built this out to be an 8-week challenge for him. So we've combined it with the challenge and we've put the role playing element in. The first 2 weeks are all about him getting to Robin level. So he's trusty sidekick. And that is by doing basic exercises that a Batman or a Robin would do and having certain detective quizzes and stuff to challenge him more intellectually. And this became a real fun way for him to get into it. After the first 2 weeks of being Robin, he then got to upgrade to a Nightwing, who is I don't know if you've ever watched Batman, but in the evolution of Robin, Dick Grayson then becomes Nightwing, and then there's another level after that where he can eventually get to the stage of Batman level. It's a great idea of also having a karate belt system so you can level up and feel yourself becoming that more powerful character as you go. So as I said, gamification is important for habit success. It takes all of that pressure off and allows you to keep the fun and the joy in what you're doing so you can find it more addictive and start to create better ways that's going to resonate with your values and what is important to you. All of these things is about helping you learn more about yourself, unlock different parts of what you find interesting, and integrating habits more into your life. If you would like further guidance on the best habit tracking apps, these are a list of the ones I particularly like and have tested. Feel free to download them and give them a try, and let me know how you get on.